And sticking with the idea or the theme of features, what informed all the other ones? Like, there's that guy, I'm not sure, is it Gomza?
Gomza, yeah.
Gomza.
Yeah.
Gomza's very hectic. And I think
He's
this is
too
the-
much.
Have you featured him before?
Yeah.
Yeah, because
I featured him on the
could
first
tell- I know
crossover.
this bro before on the first crossover.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's very hectic. Where's he from?
Gomza's
What's his
too
story?
much, bro. So basically, Gomza is a friend of mine. Before anything, he's my mate from back in the days, high school. He used to rap, bro. Like back then, there used to be niggas like Boy Peza, Cats. He was part of that, that era where there were those rappers.
Yeah, is this like during the Inve and then?
Yeah, dog. Even it was around those times actually, but they were more like based Komamse, and it's just that I always knew that he rapped, and I always knew he's
pen's
been,
lethal.
yeah, he's too lethal, in fact.
That's very
But
hectic.
it's just like I feel like it was he was far ahead of his time.
Oh,
Like if a
yeah.
Gomza had to come out now,
Now
like
it would be
they,
hectic. Yeah.
so my cry is like I always try and incorporate him in the music because I'm hoping that someone will find him through me and just say, hey,
Yeah.
bro, who's this nigga? Like
Who's
you
this
see,
nigga? Yeah,
his pen game is amazing, dog. He's talented, one of the most talented. But he's from here, from Pretoria.
You have an ear for niggas with like a hectic pen, cause like that there's a track on there with Jah Level and Loatinover. Right?
Yeah.
I didn't know Loatinover was that crazy with it, cause
Hey,
I only
bro.
know him from Sauce
Sauce
Plata,
Plata,
and
yeah.
I haven't really listened to his tape.
So with him, that event they host there, it's called Artist on the Rise.
Oh yeah.
So I happened to be at one of the Artists on the Rise, and he was there, that kid, Loatinover, and I remember after he did his thing, I cried to him like, yo, bro,
I need a feature.
yeah, let me get your number. Let's start there. Let me get your
Yeah.
numbers. And I already knew that I wanted to have him on the tape at the time, but I didn't know on which song or whatever, And I already knew I want to couple him with Jah, because that would be so interesting. Jah is like a wordsmith. Jah is also one of the underrated rappers,
He's so crazy.
He's crazy,
crazy.
bro. His pen game is too much. So me, I like the guys with a heavy pen, like no doubt, because also these are the rappers that are kind of overlooked. I feel like there's the obvious rappers that we know they dope.
We know it all.
Like we know
Put 'em on a
Thato's dope.
song. Yeah.
We know Tyson's dope. We know Matlera's dope.
Facts.
We know all the these features that are like there's this circle of niggas that keep recycling themselves. Like every project you go to, them niggas are there. It's a good thing that there's that unity, but there's other niggas as well.
They're overlooked.
Yeah, they're overlooked, bro. Like, for example, Chris G, Jah Level, Gomza, they're
Chris
dope.
also dropped this. And
Chris G dropped.
his
Solid
is
project, bro.
It's fucking dope.
Solid project.
Yo.
Solid
He
project.
really came with it.
Yeah, so my cry is like, I know that we've established the dope rappers, but I'm saying there's more dope rappers, like, especially in PTA, Yeah. So I look for the ones that are not that known as well, Obviously, you have to go to the ones that are dope as well.
Of course,
You need
have
to.
them on there.
Incorporate everybody, dog.
Incorporate everybody.
Yeah.
And that just goes to your taste.
Yeah,
Of course.
definitely.
Yeah. And how rich it is, as you.
Hey, dog.
Yeah, and then, like, talk to me about some of the other features, like Joda Kgosi. How did that come about?
Oh, Joda. Funny enough, Drew put me on to Joda.
Who, Six Drew,
Yeah,
that guy.
he put me on to
damn.
Joda, and he was like, yo, dog, I think if you were to connect with Joda, you guys could make some dope music. So I got Joda's number. Actually, funny enough, I met Joda before this whole, through the summers. I met her there. She was there. And then because we were both from PTA, we just sat together.
Oh,
And
yeah.
then, I got her numbers. And then she came, we had a few sessions. And that's the first song we actually recorded with Joda. And then...
So there's more.
Yeah, I've got a lot of tracks with Joda right now. I think
that's dope.
I've got like 4 or 5 songs, if not 6. We could make an EP.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, we've had probably 3 sessions, and yeah, dog. But what's crazy is like when Joda makes music with me, she makes different music. She doesn't make
she doesn't make the
that
generic
music that Joda
makes. Yeah.
So
I won't lie. Now that feature, as surprised as I was to see it, because like you said, you guys don't really make the same kind of music. It fits so well, man.
But I feel like she can sing. Dog.
She
like
can really sing.
The day, obviously, Joda is like. Also, some things go with age. Like she's still fairly like new to music, and she's finding her sound, you know. But then if you listen to Joda's voice, you can tell that at some stage she'll create some soulful music. Like really, like even the pen game on that track is crazy, dog.
It is.
Like the pen game is crazy. You know. And it was dope that when Thando as well like heard it, you know, like they're going hard on each other.
Yeah. Were they in it together? Like, was it one studio session?
Same studio session.
Joda
recorded first, and then Thando came, and there was a day where it was both. Both of them were there. It was dope.
Oh,
that was dope. Man, feeding off of each other.
Yeah.
No funny business. That's
no
what
funny,
I love.
No negative energy. No, I'm a body you.
I'm a body you on the track. No. We're trying to make music, dog.
Trying to make the best.
Rap is a competitive sport.
Yeah.
You have to say, I'm better than you, you know?
Yeah.
Like, those are rappers, bro. So I understand.
These are R&B
and
vocalists.
Then, what about the other features? We've got Flame there as well. On B.
Yeah, you were crying about Flame.
Flame
takes long.
Flame was taking long with the reply there.
So with him, was it like once? Was it were you guys in studio together? Or
no.
Just...
So with Flame, it was a thing where I hit him up.
Yeah.
And then I sent the beat over. I think I sent Flame like 3 beats. Flame actually kind of directed that song because I had 3 beats that I sent him.
Yeah.
And then I told him to select one, basically. So the one he selected, we then went on with it. So Flame recorded his verse first. And then eventually when he sent it back, I sent it to Nyota. Well, I sent it to Todd, and Todd sent it to Nyota. And
was Nyota from that side?
Yeah, Nyota's originally from SA, but she now resides, I think, in New York, if I'm not mistaken. She's dope. She's dope, you know. She's really managed. She's managed by her mom. Her mom is like very hands-on, you know. Like I like that relationship they have. So I think that's why she's also like doing so well. You know, the mom really believes in her craft. It's actually quite crazy.
Doesn't Joda have a similar thing going on? Yeah,
definitely.
And it shows.
That's. I think when it's like that, dog, you move different.
You move different, with confidence even.
Yeah, you don't. When a deal comes, you don't. Or you're not desperate, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because you've got proper advice. They're like, nah, not this one, you know. So, yeah, she then hopped on and she killed it. And everybody was happy with the track. I remember sending it back to Flame. He was happy with it. And yeah, it's actually one of, right now, currently, it's the most played track. Like, I think what I realized from when the tape dropped, hip-hop niggas have so much influence.
They do.
Yeah, like I understand piano has influence, but I realize that hip hop has a lot of influence, you know, like that's why it's so important to try and incorporate hip hop niggas
in everything.
Don't keep them just, you know, they've got a lot of influence.
Yeah, no, they do. They really do. And then like aside from like the difficulties that you guys faced with creating this project, did it come out how you expected it to? Like the direction you thought about it, about taking it? Did it come out exactly?
At first, I was a bit worried because in terms of turnaround time, life was lifing.
Yeah, life was lifing. It took a bit of a while.
So we took a bit of a break. But I think what helped is that a lot of sessions were done prior. What was kind of left mostly was the mixing, the mastering. Making sure that the homie's happy with his verse and how it sounds. You see that back and forth is like it's a tedious exercise because we've got about like more than 10 features on that tape. So imagine each person, you have to make sure that this one is happy with the way they sound, you know. And if they're not happy, now we need to go back. So that's what took a bulk of our time. But other than that, once I listened to it holistically, it's beautiful because the ideology, like I said, for the crossover basically is to hip hop, R&B, and jazz all in one space.
All in one space, existing from different continents.
Yeah, different continent, different artists.
Yeah.
And then we've also got on the last track, we featured Lizzie Paris.
Ooh, she's so crazy.
She's nice. Lizzie Paris is too much. She's also based in the States. She's like a jazz/soul singer. We met off the net, and she makes dope music. She's actually gonna drop this year, if I'm not mistaken. But I want to do like an EP with Lizzie Paris as well.
Just with
me
her
and Lizzie, yeah.
Yeah, that'll be fire.
So I love that song we did with her, and even now I'm just taking out info, but it's fine. I'm not signed. On my next tape, on my next album, or that's my solo album, I've got a song with Lizzie Paris as well, and it's sounding amazing. It's almost
crazy.
done.
How far are you with the tape?
I'd say I'm done.
Yeah,
but recently I just struck a deal.
Oh yeah, you a signed nigga now?
Nah, I'm a partnered nigga.
Partnered nigga. Oh yeah, no.
But yeah, there's a deal I'm working on right now, so it might influence me not dropping now and maybe dropping next year.
Yeah.
So that
might even change what it sounds like.
Nah, I cannot change what it sounds like. I'm probably gonna, in my head, I'm adding like 8 more tracks, and then we'll then pick and choose what will go in and go out. But yeah, that one is gonna be crazy, bro. I don't want to.
Yeah, man, I can't wait.
Yeah, man.
Can't wait. And your initial idea was to drop it soon, but because of this deal.
Yeah. I was to be honest, the plan was to drop the crossover, and then it would be a good setup, and then maybe a month or 2 later drop my own. But then I've just realized that maybe I'll drop 1 single this year, and then next year I think I'll drop that tape around March. March, yeah. Because the whole ideology is to work with the seasons in the States.
Oh
yeah, summertime,
according to the seasons that side.
Because I'm directing the brand more that side than back home.
Yeah, because it's the love more like.
Yeah, like they stream more of my music than people back home. So I'm hoping that maybe you make it that side, come back home, and then they'll show you love.
And they'll show, the Jesus route.
You know what I mean?
Isn't that Jesus did that, right? He left, then they praised him. Then
yeah,
he tried
when
to
you
go
leave,
back,
they praise you.
and they crucified him.
Hey,
It's bad. It's bad for real.
Yeah, bro.